Okay, you pretty much can make this dress because it's so easy to make, and I'm even still amazed at how it turns out, and the fact that it didn't even take me so long to repurpose these jeans. So of course I'm using a very stretchy jean. So if you're planning of doing this tutorial, I think you should get something stretchy or use something stretchy you already have. You see the reason why. So first thing, I'm just going to, of course, measure the length of the dress. I'm taking out 16-inch, which is going to be for the top part. That's why I'm putting my tape like this, so that I'll get an accurate length of this dress. And welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are doing great. So this is another join tutorial. As usual, we're just going to first of all cut and unseam. So that's what I'm going to be doing right now. So the trick that I used for the top part is this. When it comes to trouser, the back leg is always wider than the front leg. So I use the back leg for the front part of this top, and then the front leg for the back part of this top. I hope you got that. So that means I use the wider part for the front. So now first thing, we're just going to work on the down part, which is the skirt that's going to attach to the top. So I'm just going to remove this front part. Like I said, that's why you need jean that is stretchy, so it won't really affect much, because of the jean is already very stretchy. So I'm just going to remove that part and then make sure that it's straight up and then sew. Now I just impute the place the zip is going to stop at before I sew this together. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm going to sew down the place I just marked out right now. So this is the joining. The upper part will be for the zip. So for the back part, I'm just going to just roll it down to follow the curve like this, just to remove this excess at the down part. So I'm just following the already made lines there. So that's what I'm doing. So after sewing, I decided to cut. So this down part is ready. Like I said, so simple. We're just waiting for the top part. So now let's start working on the top part. First thing, like I said, I'm using the back part of the pants for the front of this top because it's wider. So before you impute your basic measurements, just make sure there's a fold at the front that will accommodate the zip. So that's the zip allowance at the front, and then cut out the length. So this is the length that I want the top to be. So for the basic top measurements, I'm just going to take in the shoulder, which is 8-inch, and then the armhole, which is 9-inch. Of course, there's going to be further adjustment based on what you really want. So this is just the basic measurement that can go for anybody. So even you can do yours the same. So now we're going to work on the neckline. I did 3-inch, and then the depth I did 5.5 inch for the depth. You can always make it deeper than this, so it's all optional, but this is basic for anybody. And then the shoulder, I decided to slant because the shoulder, like I said, is slanted. So this is me further putting in additional measurements to accommodate my own need. I made the shoulder to be 7, and then the width of the neckline to be 3.5, and the depth to be the same as previous. So this is it. Now this is me cutting. You can do yours exactly like this, and it will still fit you. You can go ahead and just leave it like this if you want, but I wanted something extra. I wanted a princess dart. So from the front part, I measure 4 inch and then roll it down. And then the second measurement I did was the breast points, which is 10. Yours can be 10 or 9. So you just measure from your shoulder to down to your breast points. And then from the armhole, you measure your armhole and divide it into 2. And then you just curve it along down. So this is not a very defined princess dart. This is just to give it the whole shape. So we're not doing extra, we're not doing something very technical here. We're just doing something to give it this whole structure. So then the only other thing we're going to do, we're just going to remove just 1/2 inch from the down part, that is the waist, just to give a bit of definition, just the way I'm doing it like this. So it's not really doing much, just trying to do a darting without actually doing the basic darting. So that's it. It's just sew together. So the trick to sewing these two sides together is make sure you start from the down part and take it up. Don't start from the up, start from the down and take it up. So that's the trick when you're sewing. The next is to stop stitch it. I decided to double stop stitch because I wanted it to be like a style. So this is you adding a flare, like your own personality to your outfit. So that's what I did. So now to increase the bodice, I just added the down piece to increase it. So any other pieces you have, you can use it to increase it. So this one now is from where I'll check to put in the real bodice. That is my body measurement, so to find out if it's going to work anyway. So I'm checking now for my bust. I'm imputing my bust and then my waist, and then cutting out the excess. So this is the front I'm going to use to cut out the back. This is me cutting out the back part. So just arrange it, make sure that it's well arranged, and then trace it out. And of course, you know this back part is smaller, so we are going to join later on, but the first thing is just to trace the one that is traceable right now. So that's what I did. Okay, there was an oversight. You see the back part, this neckline on the back part, I didn't want to remove it. I totally forgot, so I decided to put it back. That's the beauty about sewing it and designing. You can always work around your mistakes, and then you see, and this is something beautiful. So I joined it back and then I stop stitch it to create this old design. So it was a mistake initially, but it turned out great. So don't be scared of making mistakes. That's the beauty of designing and sewing. So I'm just going to close the back. So the back is ready. I'm going to stop stitch the middle, and then we are going to do the final tracing since we have joined the fabric. And before the joining, I just decided to remove the back pocket from the back, and then of course we structure it to be box shape so that I can place it at the front part of this dress, just to give it some extra edge style. So I stop stitch round, double stitching, because I decided to make the stitching part of the design, this double stitch, so that's why I did double stitch all through. So I just make sure that they are in the same space line, the pockets. So before I sew them down, of course you pin it down before you sew it down. That's it. Now we are going to join the front and the back parts, just half an inch, both the shoulder half an inch. So this is it. We've joined the front and the back, so we are almost through with the front part. What we're going to do now is just to, of course, hem the neckline and of course the armhole. So I'm going to use bias for this, just to keep it neat. So you just place the bias and then use it to turn all the raw edges. And next we're going to attach the front and the down parts, the top part and the down part together. But before we do that, we are going to, of course, line out where we want to put it, because we are stop stitching the down part to this top parts, because I want to keep the band on this down part. So you first of all just pin it down round and then use it to stop stitch with the lines that you've rolled out already. So this is it. The front and the down parts are joined together. The next step is to add the zip. So you just place the zip like this, pin it down and then sew. So this is it. The top is ready. It's just to hem the down parts and you are good to go. I so much love this dress, like, and I love how it turned out. Like, this is my new favorite. There's nothing like sustainable fashion. There's nothing like it. So thanks so much for watching. Please, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, like, share, and of course subscribe before you leave. See you on my next video. Bye for now.